I see God, but nothing defines the figure as God. It is just a feeling. I don't really see as much as see legs walk past. My view drifts to follow, and I recognize that I'm in a barn with a man and a girl on a farm, but all of that is just for me. And I am standing next to these, a form, this conscious thing that walks past me and forms what I need to allow it to take place. I make all these things like a girl and a wife and she's or whatever, like the farm and the barn, but all of that is just for me, so that I understand the message that God is trying to bring across. And this grand statement for all those just to be occupied, like we need something to occupy. So we create all these things and we work and we do and we blah, 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 and everyone needs this and needs that, but really it's just killing time to help us explain the metaphor to ourselves. And we just keep coming up with these things and we're all trying to figure it out and survive. And so we make these fantastical shows where we're trying to make these grand displays of these emotions we're trying to find. And so that's really all that art is trying to be, is getting us closer and closer and closer and closer to the central core of us. But it's exploding outwards and it's out of control, and it's creating these things like work and chaos and a barn and a girl and her hair. And it really would have been whatever the fuck I wanted it to be, as much as it's like, this is how I envisioned life. And so you go around and you do these things, and you go and you go and you go and you go and you go, and they're sitting there and they're playing and they're learning and they're laughing and they're having fun and they're being bored and they're miserable and they're happy and they're not happy, and their whole world is this range and the whole spectrum of life that builds relationships. And we need that, and we wanted to feel what that was, and we're just an experiment, but an experiment within ourselves to see what do we manifest. Like here, we've sprinkled you amongst all these other things that are just manifesting, and we're like, here you go, run, have all these little manifesting people, manifesting whatever you want, and mankind is just like, manifesting things, and that's the sole existence, is to make stuff. And anything we envision is there. And if we want there to be chaos, there's chaos. And if we want there to be happiness, there's happiness. And if we want it to be, it is. And that's just all we want, is to have a community falling and crawling and doing things. And there's a ball or a sphere of things, and they're on the same plane as you. And they're just like, yeah, let's be friends. Or they're like, no, let's fight. Just because we can. And we will. Because we want to speculate the whole damn thing of what is and what could be, to test the whole range of the conscious cloud that anything could be. And if there's a 1 in a million chance, somebody is going to do it at some point, just so we can say, been there, done that, see it. Now we can document all these things and bring it back to the core thing that is just using us to understand. Well, what happens if we do this? Go, little minions, and report back to me this conscious thing that creates and brings back, so we can add to this view of knowledge that is all of humanity. Like, hey, been there, done that. And that's exactly what a cell and an atom and every basic thing of I is trying to do, is say, been there, done that, and accomplish more information to gather what could be. And so we're just this experimenting manifestation. And so follow your dreams, kids, because whatever you dream, you're going to make happen. And just make it happen. If you want it so badly that it consumes you, then make it happen, because that's what you exist for. Gathering information to bring it back to the starship or Mother Earth or God or the superconscious or whatever you want to call it. Let's bring it back to the core of us. That's all we exist for. Oh my, I love you.